Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Olympus Chosen. So the vote came back, and I gotta say I'm a little disappointed. Nobody wants to see chaos. Everyone wants to be the good guys, and I get it. I get it. I definitely chose this on my first way through, and everybody chooses it, and that's kind of why I find it to be. Um, well, I think boring is too harsh at this point, but uh, I think it'd be nice to just see different things because everybody goes this way, but that's what was voted for, so I'm going to do it. And we're going to do it right now. We're going to the Infernal Throne to find the Prime Demon. Coming in with 30 health, so this time we are actually going to see it. I'm wondering if they've maybe made some updates that are showing this information now. I don't know. A movement of 4, attack of 5. This is just base. Those can change, of course. And then they do have, as does all bosses, they come with 2 special abilities. All of them are different. They're all unique. They have special ability A and special ability B. And that's all it says on the card for the monster abilities, for the boss ability deck, right? And there's, I think, 2 A's and 2 B's in each, and then there's like a range attack and a normal attack. That's kind of the gist, but we're not given any information here, and I kind of like it. So we don't know, potentially don't know what the ability A and B are going to be for the Prime Demon. Alright. We're going to be seeing Earth Demons, Flame Demons, Frost Demon, Night Demons, Sun Demons, and Wind Demons. All of them coming with, shield here and flying, shield here and flying. They attack with advantage. All attacks against them gain disadvantage. These retaliate. These retaliate. Actually, the normals do not retaliate. They are flying and with shields, but the elites do have a ranged retaliation, which is a little tricky sometimes. And of course, the Earth Demons. Just big lumbering rocks and roots, twisted and willing to hit you very, very hard. Alright. So, you cannot allow this terror of another plane to live. This is located in the Copperneck Mountains. It's a core quest with a boss, which is going to help Electrona out. Though I think we have to complete 4 boss scenarios. I was wondering if we could just go in, but it makes more sense that we have to kill them. So she doesn't have to lay the final, the death or killing blow. So we don't need to necessarily plan for that. She just has to be a part of taking down 4 bosses. And I considered actually running back to Gloomhaven to purchase an item and maybe pick up some blessings. I'm gonna go as is, and if I fail, then I'm gonna return back to Gloomhaven automatically, and then I'll return after purchasing a very specific item and blessings, but I'm not gonna do it now. Okay. I did make some changes to the cards, though I don't think I made any changes to her. No. Electrona, I wanted to make sure we have Daybreak, so we have a way of consuming darkness, and of course many ways of consuming light, which we'll be seeing in the scenario. Hephaestus, I dropped Flamethrower for one reason. It's not, the shield is really nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I'm typically going early enough with Hephaestus. And because there's wind demons, night demons, and flame demons, they have some pretty fast initiative. So I'm probably not going to get flamethrower out fast enough to use it. And then I don't want to have abilities that infuse anything that I can't consume. So that was kind of my thought behind this. I'm bringing Proximity Mine because I'm going to need the movement in this scenario. And I think that was it for Hephaestus. For Ate, a couple changes. One, I dropped throwing knives and I dropped flintlock because I'm going to need the mobility. And I also figured dropping throwing knives for swift bow, even though it's only a range attack targeting one enemy, it's also a loot. And I'm dropping flintlock, so I figured I wanted to have something to loot, but this allows her to loot while she's moving, which is very powerful. And it's really nice if you can put a +1 enhancement on this, which I typically do, so that you can move 3 hexes and pick up 2 hexes of loot and still be on your way toward your destination. But I also wanted Sinister Opportunity, again, another way to consume an element, which we'll be seeing. Unfortunately, it's just another darkness, but this is a pretty strong card. If I can get her adjacent to both of her allies, then it is going to be an attack 3 +2 for each of your allies adjacent to the target. So it could be an attack of 7, and it doesn't burn. So, and it's also consuming darkness, making the night demon's potential next attack or ability weaker, even though we know they can hit pretty hard. Okay. I think that's it. Yes, that is it. Alrighty. This one's tough. Not gonna lie. This one is pretty tough. Let's go.
Before you can even reach for your weapons, the demon senses your intent. Fools! His voice tears at your skull, and you reel in pain. You dare go against me in my own seat of power. You have made a grave mistake this day. In a burst of flame, his massive form vanishes into darkness. To me, my servants, grind these mortals into the stone. Decorate my palace with their entrails.
Sounds like a very nice, friendly guy, right? Now, I do want to say that, you know, Electrana, she is the Goliath toppler. So taking down a prime demon during her lifetime is probably part of her to-do list, right? Not only is he a boss, I get that part, but he is the prime demon. Come on. Like, I get it. It goes along with her, with Electrana's life goal. Hephaestus, neutral, Ate. Ate I could probably see siding with the prime demon, but I could see Electrana also being able to convince the others. So even though taking on the prime demon is a good idea as part of the story, as part of the Goliath toppler personal quest, I've never seen the other side because I've already done this quest. So I've never tried to help him before because it's difficult for me when I'm playing a new game. I'm typically going to play as the good guys. And recently I've been trying to look past that So when Frosthaven comes out, if I'm able to be part of the bad guys, I'm certainly going to do that. There's no doubt. I'm going to try and find ways to side with the bad, quote-unquote, bad people. But come on, like, it's just a game. Good, bad. This doesn't impact my day-to-day life, so... Workhorse. Gain a bunch of looted chests. Let's go for Workhorse. I want to see if I can actually get 13 XP for Electrona. It doesn't seem impossible, but it doesn't seem like I've been able to do anything close to 13, so... Hephaestus. Neutralizer. This is actually a really good one for him. I think I'll just do it. Because he has traps, so I can do that pretty easily. Loot no gold or kill 5. Yeah, we're gonna go for 5. Alright. Alright. Nothing else I can do here. Do I want the Drake scale boots? I don't think so. Okay, let's do this. And here we go. We are off. The Infernal Throne. Kill the Prime Demon. That is it. The Prime Demon and the Altar share health, initiative, and immunities. Don't know what the Altar is yet. We'll see that in a moment. The Prime Demon cannot be damaged in any way. Damage instead must be dealt to the Altar. So no matter where the Prime Demon is, basically stay away from him. We can't really control him. I should have actually shown that he's basically immune to everything. I don't think there's a negative status that he is not immune to. But basically, we are attacking his altar. We're not attacking him at all. This is the smiley face of doom, I guess. We have 2 rooms back here, which is connected by a door. And then the 2 kind of bent corridors. And we have 2 doors here. One leading to this corridor, one leading to this corridor. We'll see if they're connected or not. That's going to be a door, that's going to be a door. Okay. So, what are we up against here first? We have a normal Frost Demon and an elite Sun Demon. We know how we can kill you pretty easily. I think that's going to be top on our list. I think it's going to be relatively easy and quick to be able to do. Smoke Bomb and Visage of the Inevitable. Right? Opening move, pull, kill. One less to talk about. Then we have the Sun Demon Elite. Let's see here. In round 1. We're going to be starting off with the Scoundrel, we've already discussed. Tinkerer, we're going to use Tinkerer's Tools, or Hephaestus. Tinkerer's Tools and Hook Gun. That way we are going to trigger that trap right there, which is Neutralizer. We can get that over with, but it's also going to stun, so we don't have to worry about you. You're going to be dead. And, you know, hoping that they don't go before 26, of course. And then Electrona with Empowering Command for that attack 4 against the Sun Demon, and Immobilizing Axiom for another attack 4. That's going to be attack 2, 4, and 2, 6, and then 10. We do have to contend with that shield, but if we can pull some pluses in there, that would be good. That also gets stun or light infused for the next round, and we'll try to kill this very, very quickly and bust through one of these doors. Good. Dead and stunned. I don't know what I would do without her. Okay. Let's not use that because it's not going to be useful yet. Like, Visage of the Inevitable. Maybe we do want it, but let's see what's behind the door before we go. Stun trap out. Hook gun. Off to an... Oh, and you're not... You're flying. You're flying. Alright. Well... Maybe we can stun you. I'm an idiot. We are definitely interested in stunning. I think I'm going to use my stun powder because it's about to do target all enemies within range. That's going to make an attack against all of us. So I think it's worth using that. Oops. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, this was a poor start here. A very poor start. Round 2. Okay, first up, Ate with Flurry of Blades for a move and advantage with single out. Tinkerer, or Hephaestus, net shooter to, well, to walk away. I was thinking, you know, the immobilize, but it's obviously not going to work because she's moving up next to it anyway. But it was basically, I just need movement, and I wanted to go kind of early anyway to get away from it. I guess I don't really need that then, do I? It could be anything. No, this is good. This is actually good because in this way we can... this is a burn card, and we can just use this for the move anyway. And then Electrona going a bit later with Hammer Blow and Daybreak to bless. Okay, so we are able to kind of move away. It's only going to be an attack 4 against you, and luckily it's going early, but it's not consuming light. Okay. Just gonna pick up some loot. Oh yes, confirm. Should I go for the poison dagger? I don't think so. I mean, I could. Yeah, let's use it. Never mind. That worked out. Well, alright then. So... yeah, see here, look at that. Cause a trap to be sprung or disarmed on your turn, or on the turn of one of your summons. So it's already done. So the flying enemy went over it, and it was triggered, but it shouldn't have. Well, I do want to bless, so let's do it that way. Oh man. Okay, well, luckily we killed it before it did any damage, but we got rid of some pretty good cards, so... yep. Round 3. I think I'm going to go through this door, because... I mean, if we look straight down here, 2 are on this side and he's not, so... 2 against 1. That's how I'm voting here. We're going to be starting off with Electrona first. Unwavering mandate for that movement, plus the boots to get through the door, and cautious advance to throw the shield up in combination with chainmail should be pretty good. Then at 36, Ate with Swiftbow for the attack and backstab to get into a good position. I'm thinking it would be better to use this instead of Swiftbow to go really late. Yeah, I could do that. I could do it that way. And then that would be, so for the next round, I could get into a position for hidden daggers and Swiftbow or flanking strike. Let's do it that way instead. That way we do have this attack. If darkness isn't ready, then we at least have an attack of 4 or potentially 5, depending on where he's standing. So he's going to be going for second, I guess, at this point. Vice this with a movement of 4 and reviving shock to potentially hit a couple enemies. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not holding my breath. I am hoping that 74 is late enough for whatever enemies might be in this corridor to walk up to Electrona. We'll see. So let's get shield up here. And those boots. Whoop, okay. So we've got a Night Demon, which is good, except that it's not consuming darkness, or infusing darkness. And then, whoops, that's not you. Wind Demons are going to be pulling. They're going to move 4 and ranged at 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, they're going to be able to hit you no matter where you are, even if I pull you way back here. But we've got, both of them are normal. Then we have an elite knight and a normal knight. Okay. I'm thinking that they're going to be... Oh, okay. They're actually going to be attacking. So it would be better if I actually move all the way in so that they pull me... pull Electrona away. So if I go here, then this one is going to move in. That's 2 and that's 6. So this one will move up to here, I guess, and then pull. And then that one will move in and pull. And that will get me away from the Night Demons, which aren't moving. They're just making 2 attacks. So that's actually a really good idea. Unfortunately, that means that, well, we'll have to see. But I think it's better for her to be able to move away. Now I could throw light out because that would curse both of them. That would get some curse cards into their modifier deck, because all monsters share 1 modifier deck. Yep, but I'm not going to do it that way. All right. One. Awesome. That worked out pretty well. Okay, so I think it's okay. We can still do this, and then we'll have her make that attack against you. Yeah, so this is okay. And you're already adjacent, or already going to be dealing a disadvantage attack here, so and being adjacent doesn't change that fact. So we'll do this, and I'm going to use the weighted net on you, so I don't have to worry about you. Alright. Clear the targets. You. No, you. Okay, clear the targets. Let's see here. Attack you with weighted net. Alright. Why is it not... It's not showing up. Is my confusion here. So the weighted net... During your range attack, add immobilize to a single attack. So I should be only doing this to one. And it disappears. So I'm hoping that it's going to work out here. Confirm the targets. Okay, so it worked. Oh wow. That basically, I just pulled all of his terrible cards. Good work, Hephaestus. And now this means I can actually go all the way into here and still make an attack of 4 against this guy. And I'm pretty cool with that, actually. Yeah. Because I won't have to worry about you at all. So let's do that. Alright. Against you. Come on, pull something good. Alright. Well, do we want to... Let's see here. I could use the minor stamina potion now to get Visage of the Inevitable. I think that's a good idea because we could kill you. Or I could... Well, I mean, I could kill you. Because these aren't going to move up adjacent to Electrona. I'm not sure if I want to take it to kill you. I'd rather try to do it against one of the wind demons. I'm afraid they're about to go invisible, actually. Because they have air infused. So I'm going to take this. And I'm going to take Visage of the Inevitable. I think it's a good idea to take anyway. Yep. And then confirm. That's it. That's your turn. Round 4. And with Ate going first at 4. I hope that's fast enough because these demons can be extremely fast. We're going to kill you. Or remove you. And I'll use that movement, I'm not entirely sure yet. Electrona. Tactical order for that movement, and Holy Strike to stun something. I'm hoping something is actually going to be not invisible. One of these would be nice to run up and stun, is basically my thought here. And then Hephaestus with Proximity Mine going late and Stun Shot. So this is going to be a move 4. Again, I'm trying to get to this door quickly. But I mean, I'd like to be killing all of these enemies before we open the next door. But let's do it that way. So Proximity Mine to move in a little bit further and Stun Shot to make sure that you can't attack again. Yeah, I knew it! They're going invisible. Alright. Well, we don't have to worry about this. What do I do in this situation? I mean, I'd like to kill you. Right? It would have been nice to maybe try to kill one of them. They're going to be making attacks, healing, they're not injured, and then they're going invisible. It's like the AI really does know what to do in this situation. I think I'm going to move back here because it's not going to move, and that way I guess both of them would be attacking, so let's just put her right in the middle of both of them. I could do it that way. Stand right there, they're going to attack at disadvantage. I guess they're going to attack her at disadvantage anyway, but my thought is for the next round we can go with... I guess it won't matter, will it? Okay, just go back here then. I know I'm leaving this thing wide open back there, but I'll be able to control it a little bit more. This way, they will be attacking her, but we have... Whoops. She has chainmail, so she'll be fine. And we can save your leather armor for another time. Because if they're going to attack her without moving away first, they're going to be muddled, or they're going to be attacking at disadvantage, but that would be basically, that would be effectively making her armor useless. So they would already be attacking at disadvantage because of her armor. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate, because now I can't attack anybody. I could run over here to make an attack. I'm already going to be making an attack with you. So I think I'm still gonna do it though. Or I could have you move instead and then just move somewhere else. I kind of like that idea a bit more, because there's no point in attacking that twice now. So let's have you move 4. And maybe we don't move 4. Yeah, I guess you could be right there. Yeah, because from there you can still stun. And then from here we can just move a little bit more. It does kind of place him in a bad position, but I think we'll be fine. Okay. Nope. Tinker's turn. We can make that attack. And then he can just run a little bit further. Cool, okay. A lot of movement. Look at that. Round 5. So we're going to go late for that, and then swift bow so that we can make a ranged attack against one of them with advantage. We're going to want to go late with you guys, or with you two. I'm going to take these 2 cards. We'll figure something out. And then late with you as well, and probably reinvigorating elixir so that we can just heal. I'm alright with that. You think you're going invisible. Unfortunately, you guys are moving away, but at least you won't be invisible. Wow. Alright. I mean, they can walk around that. I guess I will move to here and just make an attack of 4. Well done. Well done. End your turn. So it was a good idea to have you heal. Actually, let's heal you from there. And I don't want to get close because I don't know if this can make attack against multiple enemies, so I'm gonna just stay away. Keep a little bit of distance. From there, you can continue healing and stuff. So, whoops! Before I do that, I can. Okay, just want to make sure. With advantage. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so we just have to worry about you. I mean, we got lucky with those 2 pulls right there. We definitely did. Round 6 is going to be long resting. Except for you. You can continue to heal her up. All adjacent enemies and allies suffer 1 damage. Yeah, that's... Okay, so there is something like that, but it wasn't going to move all the way around to do that. So we will be taking an attack here, but we will find a way to heal. Good. We'll heal that. Yeah. Here's some more healing. I mean, I guess I could have walked up and then made the attack to poison, but let's just keep her healed. Oof. So backstab probably is one that I might be keeping. Smoke bomb is definitely one because we have a boss here. I think keeping backstab and smoke bomb for these attacks is going to be a really good idea. Visage of the Inevitable. I think this one might be a good one to drop now because I don't think... I mean, once we open this door, I'm hoping it's on this side. And I'm a little bit blurry on my memory here, but it could be in either one of these rooms. So, and maybe they're connected and I just completely forgot about that too, but so since we need to be attacking a boss right now, Visage of the Inevitable is probably one that we don't really need to keep anymore. We need to be attacking a boss. So we'll drop this one. We can't poison it anyway, so that is my reasoning for that. Heal a bit more, that's good. Dazzling charges for some more heal, but let's see, cautious advance. I'd like to use this at least once in order to get some blessings into her hand. And she has 1 at the moment. So in this way I could use Daybreak and Protective Blessing to throw 2 more blessings into her hand. And then she'll be strengthened for her next attack, her next turn. Yeah, I think this is... I think we need to keep that. Holy Strike, I think, is the one I have to go for. Because, again, we need to be going for a boss. And at this point, a stun isn't going to be helpful if we can't stun the boss. And if we need some stuns, then Hephaestus has some great ways to control with. Oh, and he's going to be taking a long rest too, I guess. So we'll go this round to take this out, and then we'll bust that door down and see what's there. As I'm talking about stun shot, we have Tinkerer's, where is it? Tinkerer's Tools for stun trap with hook gun again. And then we also have disorienting flash. So if I don't need that attack 2 with stun for her. That's kind of my thought here. Okay. Round 7. And we're starting off with Ate at 4 with flanking strike and Sinister Opportunity for a move 3. I didn't want to be using too much movement. I thought about, backstab to move up. and then something else, but I'd like to keep backstab in my hand for now, just in case. Flanking strike to make an attack of 5. It will be at disadvantage, of course. So, to make sure that this thing is dead before, well, if it goes later than 23, then before it goes, but it could go earlier. We have a mobilizing axiom and empowering command again so that we can have 2 more attack 4s. That should do the job. And taking a long rest. Okay, so we have a good opportunity here to take you out first. Let's try to make that happen. Poison dagger. No. No. Okay. Good. Good. So we'll make this attack first with you. So if you do kill it, we can just kind of move away. And if we don't, we've got that in our pocket. Good. Good. Awesome. And we have 1 experience for her, so we really do need to figure out a way to get some experience on her. And I think it's basically, I mean, Cautious Advance is, I think, the one that we got. When we gain these advantage attacks, we're going to be getting them. Burning cards is going to be giving us quite a bit too, so we might need to be burning a lot of cards pretty soon. Yeah, I mean, all of her cards that burn, and then there's one there, and we've already burned this one, so. Okay. Well, we are in good shape to walk into this, well, open the door, not just walk into it. Let's go ahead and open it too. In the next round. I'm thinking there's a good way to use that, but I'm not sure yet. I think Reviving Shock, we don't need to be dealing damage against 2 targets at this point. We just need to attack the throne. So I think that's a good one to go for. Reviving Shock. Okay. Round 8. Let's kick this door in. Hopefully finding the Prime Demon in his throne. Otherwise, we're going to have to get through this room to this room. So we'll be seeing how much trouble we're in. Okay. A lot of planning went into opening this door here. We're going to send Electrona in first. Tactical order for the movement. Defensive stance. I'm hoping that I can get in and attack something. Whatever's in this room, I should be able to. I've got enough movement with that 4 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will be able to attack anything in this room. Let's see if that happens. Or what that is going to be, that target. Then Ate going soon after with Swiftbow and Flurry of Blades so that I can get into a position and make an attack with advantage. And then Hephaestus going late with Ink Bomb for the movement and Enhancement Field to make an attack. Let's try to deal a lot of damage right now. On whatever's in this, whatever's in this door. So let's open this door.
You lift back the veil of darkness to reveal the main room of the palace. In the center, you see the huge demon laughing.
Oh boy, look at that thing. It's great to see how the digital developers, their attempts at recreating basically a standee. I mean, we, in the board game, you get a standee. It's just a cardboard on a piece of plastic that stands up in the middle of whatever in the scenario. For all enemies and bosses, that is. There are plastic miniatures for all of the classes, you and your companions. But anyway, it's nice to see how they depict it in 3D. It's awesome. Look at that. Amazing.
You should have fled my realm while you had the chance, worms. In this place, you cannot possibly harm me. He places a giant clawed hand upon an altar of black glass in front of him. A swirling rift of chromatic energy emerges and pulses, bathing the demon in an aura of protection.
Yes. Okay, so we cannot disarm. So remember, we cannot attack him or it or whatever you would refer to it. We cannot attack the prime demon and deal damage. Of course, we can attack it. We cannot deal damage. All right. Then, what is it? So we can't disarm. We can't stun, muddle, wound, invulnerable, right? Immobilize or poison. But we can push and pull. Okay? So traps are still an okay thing to do. Not flying. Well, not that that matters, but not flying. The summoning altar here has an image of the ancient artillery. Okay. But this is also immune to all of those same things. Immunity to swap. Oh no, okay, these are different. Immunity to all conditions. Immunity to shield. Retaliate. Wow, okay. Push and pull. Immunity to swap. So we can still push and pull you. If we make an attack against the prime demon, we can still push and pull you around. We just can't do any other negative effects. What is it going to do on its turn? Teleport, alter, and summon a demon. Which demon? So the altar will teleport, and we don't know where. I have an idea of where it's going to. I think it goes into this room. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. So that means we need to run up, make our attacks against this, and then it's going to teleport, alter, and summon a demon, and then the prime demon is going to move 6 and attack for 4. So yeah. It goes into this room, I'm pretty sure. We can move up here. We don't need the boots. Nope. We can continue moving. There's no reason to. I'd like to be next to this door, so skip. We'll make an attack here. Come on, baby. Okay. So we still have light again. I guess that's a good thing. This means we definitely want to... we're going to be moving over here. So the name of this game here, in this scenario, is Chase Down the altar. The altar runs around, or teleports around the map, and then also summons demons. So we just need to chase this around while this is going to be attacking us. Okay, well, let's move up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could do it from back here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. those red lines? I guess I never noticed the red lines before. Huh. We can do it from back here. That means we can send him up to here to make an attack. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Minor power potion. I mean, we could go for that, I guess. What's the difference doing it now or late? I mean, doing it later, I guess. When we do smoke bomb, it would be 2 instead of the 1. So I can wait, I guess. Let's just make this attack as is. Good. That's a advantaged attack. We are all going to be attacking at advantage, which is really good. Good start. Yeah, that would have been good if... I mean, I could do that now and make this an attack 5 instead, but I'm just going to make this attack and use the movement again. So, confirm to there. 1, 2, 3. And we will use the eagle eye goggles, will we? What other things could we use here? I mean, we could use eagle eye goggles on something like Toxic Bolt, but we probably won't be using that anytime soon. Let's use it. I don't see another attack from him in the extremely near future, so... Ha! Well, 11 damage in 1 turn, not too bad. Oh! That's it? You do not hit like a prime demon. Well, that's not too bad, because look at that. I mean, don't have to worry about you. All we have to do is just attack this, and I will be doing that. So I think I'm going to do this real quick, because I see an opportunity for... I won't be able to use backstab. Single out only after he walks up. Let's do something like... Let's use something like net shooter and stun shot, and we can stun you. Because there's an enemy adjacent, whoops, then we won't be able to use backstab because it's adjacent to an ally, one of its allies, that is. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do this. That's way too late though, because it could just run away after, so I can't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this. Round 9. Alright, so I think I'm going to be doing some prep work instead of heavy damage this round. So what I'm going to do is Ate's going first with Smoke Bomb to get ready, and Hidden Daggers for the movement, unfortunately. But that leaves Backstab and Single out for the next round. It might only be this. We'll have to see, though. We will have to see. I might use Winged Shoes, actually, to get over here. That might be a good idea. Because I need to get out of the way. I think that might be a good idea. Then Hephaestus, Stun Shot, to make sure that you're just stunned. And Proximity Mine to get away from this guy. And then Electrona going at 23 with the move 3, and Hammer Blow for an attack of 5 with advantage. We're getting ready for the next round, but still doing a little bit of damage and controlling this guy. We'll always be putting, or as much as possible, putting Electrona in the way of the Prime Demon, so when it does attack, it's only going to be attacking her. Okay, this is actually really good. I mean, that's not really good, but it's not moving. It's going to be staying right there. That's really good, actually. That's going to give us an extra turn. Because I think the next place it goes is still in this room, but it's over here somewhere. I think. At least this way, where we have like an extra turn where we don't need to worry about it. If that's the case, then I'm definitely going to jump on over here. Yep, we're gonna go invisible. More, we're going for the double attack for the next round. So let's make sure that you're not able to chase us down. And then run around here. Get out of the way, please. And I'm wondering if, I mean, I guess even with her moving up to here, I was trying to think of a way to get backstab to work. But we can't have this frost demon adjacent to the infernal throne or the summoning altar or whatever. So I was just thinking, we could stay over here and just have this walk over and attack, but I guess it probably would target you instead, so I'd have to move back. I still think I like the idea of moving up here. Actually, what's he gonna do? Move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I use my boots and go way over here, then I won't be attacked at all. Yeah, I like it. Here we go. Another attack. It's better. And so we have night or dark, and we have we can get light if we wanted it, but I don't think I need it. No. Ooh, we could do that though. We could do that. Okay, so I'm not going to use that. End your turn. Ooh, it's a scary looking dude. Yeah, so we have all congregated around the altar. There's no way now that I'm going to be able to use backstab. But we can still go early with single out and make a pretty big attack. That would be attack 4, 5, 6. I use my eagle eye goggles so that I don't pull that. So the worst thing I could pull is a 0. A plus 0, that is. I can use the minor power potion. And then it's times 2. So 6, 7 times 2 is 14. So it's dead. It's dead. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's try to get something here then. I'll do that. Get some XP out of this, I guess. There we go. So stunned, I believe? No, not stunned anymore. And then that's going to be teleporting at 73, but it's already going to be dead. That was a bit dramatic, don't you think? Unfortunately, you know what? I bet the chest is in there. Didn't even think about the chest. Let's go pick up some money. 6. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have her pick up that 6 gold. So you go over here. Alright, we'll make this attack. Actually, let's use the stun first. I'm trying to get as much as possible out of this, so the XP. Yeah. Okay. And if that's the case, then I will go pick up some loot. Three experience.
With one final blow, the rift grows chaotic, spinning wildly and shooting tendrils of energy out at odd angles. A sharp whine emerges from it that increases in intensity until the sound echoes throughout the palace. In a brilliant flash of light, the void collapses in on itself and then explodes outward, sending a shock wave that destroys all demons in its path. As the wave hits the prime demon, his aura dissipates and a scream pierces your mind. His legs buckle underneath him and he collapses on the floor, crashing into countless shards of stone. As this happens, the screaming stops and the palace grows oddly quiet. With the threat destroyed, the only sensible thing left to do is loot the place and make your way back to your own plane.
Hey, victory. That went extremely too smoothly for a prime demon. It seems that the prime demon cannot handle the likes of a scoundrel. So, with that said, I think in the board game, it says the only thing left to do is loot the place and make sure, blah, blah, blah. What I did is I just picked up all of the loot coins that I didn't end up looting because it says so in the story, so I figured that would be the sensible thing to do. Obviously, we're not able to do things like this here, but I always found it kind of strange that after the scenario's over, you're not able to go and pick up the coins. And I mean, I understand that it's part of the game. It's part of the grind to get the coins, to get the loot, to get the chests while the scenario is running, to add some challenge to or add more challenge, not some challenge, but add more challenge to the scenario. I get that. And I understand, hey, I'm a mercenary, you're a mercenary. We're on our own here, so I'm going to go pick up loot by myself. You pick up loot by yourself. That's all cool. But when it comes to the end of the scenario, I feel like the loot coins that are left could be distributed equally, or maybe half of the coins are distributed equally among the the mercenaries that haven't exhausted. And up to the point of equally, if there's an unequal amount, then you lose a coin or whatever, or 2 coins or whatever, or gold. I kind of found that to be more intuitive, but hey, it's not part of the rules. I never played it that way, except for when it said something like that in the story. It said you loot the place. Okay, well then those coins right there, that's loot. So anyway, here's the outcome. Not a whole lot of experience gained in this one, but I think we might be getting some experience. Well, we'll be getting 8 at least in the end. So let's see what we get as a prize here. Neutralizer, that actually did not happen. So I'll have to send that in as a bug. And sadist, yeah, I think. Oh, you just barely got it. Okay, that's good to know. Let's get out of here. I'll probably some point speak English. That is, at some point in the case of I didn't get the chest here, and I think I know where it is because there's another room just sitting right there. You can run in and just grab it. You can run in and grab it and just end the scenario getting XP, and it doesn't even matter if you kill anything. You know, you can just run in. I don't typically play that way, but it's a chest, and I could see them mercenaries being greedy to be like, let's go back in and grab it. We don't even really need to go find the prime demon because technically he's dead, right? So for him to reappear wouldn't necessarily be an interesting thing to for the story. But anyway, it's out there. If it is a possibility, is all I'm trying to say. Am I going to do it or not? I don't know. I don't know. But 50 gold each, 1 prosperity, great, and 8 XP. 50 gold. That means let's run to the enchantress, right? Let's go get Hail. Goliath Toppler, 1 down. And whoo, everybody leveled up. Just barely Hephaestus. Okay. I say we've got a lot of money here. I'm going to first say what I was thinking of doing here. What's this? Ah, the steel ring. Okay. So I wasn't able to show this in the last episode at the end because I didn't return to Gloomhaven. Let's take a look at it. When damaged by an attack, gain shield 4 for the attack. We have 2 of them, 20 bucks each. That is way too cheap for the amount of power you get out of it. I think this is an extremely powerful item. And as I said in the last episode, I think I pretty much just buy it if I have money. If Ate has the gold, you're buying it. If the Mind Thief had the gold, she's going to buy it. So I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to be buying it for Electrona. That said, I was thinking of buying the major healing potion for her too. I could wait. I mean, the major healing potion heals for 5, right? The steel ring is a shield of 4. So it's kind of the same thing. You only get to use both of them just once. And the steel ring is nice in the way that I can use it when it's not her turn. So when she is attacked, I can use it immediately instead of waiting for her turn to use the major healing potion. So I'm going to get the steel ring for her now. Yes, we still have 50 gold left. There we go. And I'm going to be spending a lot of money. I'm going to be looking at enhancements. And we're going to do all of that right now. I feel like it would be a pretty short episode, and it definitely shouldn't have been that easy, that short. So that's the power of bringing Ate, a scoundrel, along with you to boss fights. You can typically deal a ton amount of damage in a very short amount of time. So we did get a little bit of lucky there. There were a couple with that last turn. It didn't move. It didn't. There wasn't going to be another summon or anything like that. And pulling, what was it? Killing those 2 wind demons in that one turn was actually extremely lucky for us. So, but that aside, we do have level ups for everyone as well. Let's start with that. I'm going to do everything, and then I'm going to come to the city encounter because I don't want to lose gold when I'm trying to spend it. So let's do the city encounter last, I think. Or maybe I'll start I'll start the next episode with the city encounter. I think that'll work. Okay. Electrona. Leveling up. Righteous Strength. Bless. Affect all adjacent allies. So this is, well, the top ability. Gaining an XP out of it, which is pretty cool. Basically, what is it? Daybreak. Move 2, bless. Affect 1 adjacent ally. So this paired with that could be pretty good, right? Put a strength enhancement on it. Now bless and strength, but that would be pretty expensive. It's a level 4 card, and since it's targeting multiple allies, it's going to be ×2. So that would be, I think, 175. I don't know if that's worth it. If we had 4 mercenaries in the team, I could see it being more worth it. But just blessing and strengthening 2, we can basically do that without her. Actually, honestly, we can strengthen ourselves pretty easily. So the blessing part, we can just put, for instance, putting bless on here, then we could bless somebody twice and then bless both one more time. So, or of course, what I tend to use this more for would be the move 3 and shield. Now you don't have to sit in one place to shield. This actually, I don't think she actually does that. No, she doesn't have a shield on the bottom except for defensive stance, but righteous strength plus cautious advance, you get to move 3 and shield 2. And if you're crazy rich, you put a +1 shield here and a +1 shield here. Now you can move 3 and shield 4. I've never done that. It looks pretty cool though. Let's see what the other option is. And an 18 is actually really, really good for her. That is faster than everything she's got already. Engulfing Radiance. Heal 3, affect self and all allies. Doesn't matter where they are, so that's pretty cool. Of course, bringing in or infusing light and then a couple XP. This is 20 initiative, so no matter what we choose, we're getting one faster than anything we have, which is not a bad thing. Aura. All attacks targeting you or an ally within range 4 of you gain disadvantage this round. And this isn't burned, and it's also infusing light. So what you could do, right, is, well, in this case, you wouldn't be able to move, but let's say you heal 3. I don't know if I would do that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would pair with that, honestly. I mean, you could, I guess what you could do is consume, give somebody 3 cards, and then infuse light immediately, making all attacks within range 3 disadvantaged. That's not bad, actually. I think in the past I took Righteous Strength, mostly for the move 3, shield 1. But the top ability is not too bad either. In this case, I would probably drop Protective Blessing. 1, you're getting a faster card out of it. 2, it comes with movement. This one does not. And 3, I don't know if I want to have so many cards without attacks on the top. Electrona is kind of the tank, or is the tank. In this case, she is the tank. So she doesn't necessarily need to be attacking. She can just be helping her friends out. So by removing, maybe, I'm not going to do it, but you could remove this one or this one. And that way you're not healing though. Yeah. I don't know. I think it would be a good one to drop Protective Blessing, because Ate would probably be the target, and she can strengthen herself pretty frequently. So I think that would probably be a good one. Engulfing Radiance, though. I know I've used both cards, but I don't know which one I like the most. We can also go for Burning Flash. Attack 4, target all adjacent enemies while infusing. And then there's another bottom heal, which could be pretty powerful because you're allowed to now consume any element instead of, light. And then you're also bringing in or infusing light afterward, making a heal 4. It's pretty good. And then there's the practical plans. Attack 5, move 5. Oof. I think I have to go for Righteous Strength, though. Move 3, shield. It gives her some more movement, and that shield is going to be extremely helpful. Let's do it. I'm going to bring that in, and as I said, I'm probably not going to do this for everybody, but I see this as being a good one to drop, to replace. We don't necessarily need that strengthen, because both of them can strengthen themselves. And this is going to bless both of them instead of just one. So I think that's pretty helpful. Pretty powerful for her. And them. Okay. One available perk from leveling. Okay, I saw that and I thought how, but this could be good. Bludgeon is really nice. The shield, 2 of them. So she could pull that, and regardless of what she has for an attack, she's shielding. But this tends to be better if you're going early. Which I guess I have been taking more early cards. We have an 18, a 23, 29, 32, 23. It's not extremely early, but it's not too bad either. We could start removing some of these other bad cards, the negatives. Or getting another +2 in there would be cool too. Let's go for Hunker though. 2 rolling modifier shields. I like it. I like it. Okay. And she has 50 gold. So we'll be probably enhancing or getting some items for her hands. I'll come back to that. Hephaestus. Dangerous contraption. Nice. So this, I mean, if you had harmless contraption, this is, I think, a no-brainer. You would, the decoy doesn't attack, but it does move, and it has a health of 6. The dangerous contraption is the same exact thing, except it has an attack of 2. So it does move and attack. And of course that move 4 at the bottom is really nice, because we don't need to bring the BattleBot in immediately. We could just use the move once or twice, and then bring this in when we open up that last door. It's always an option. Crankbow does the same thing. Of course, I've clicked, and hold on a second. Proximity mine, we have a lot of these move 4s with a big thing on the top. So, microbots. Top ability is heal 6 at range 3. Both of these, this one's going to burn on both the top or bottom, or a move 3 and then loot. Microbots is pretty fantastic. The problem is, of course, as you can see, is 22. So, Energizing Tonic. Let's talk about Energizing Tonic first. It's a heal 5 at range 2, or a move 6. With a 16 initiative. That's not bad. 16 is fairly early. And in general, you're using it for the default attack or default movement until you want to use it for the ability. Either catching up with everybody or getting away from some enemies or a major heal. In this case, it's kind of the same thing, except you're either doing a major heal or moving and looting. So I think since I haven't been using Energizing Tonic, Microbots doesn't appeal to me all that much. Of course, we can go for Crankbow, which is another one of those major attack burns with a move 4, or Stamina Booster, a heal 4, and the bottom ability being one ally range 3 may recover one of their burned cards, which sounds pretty awesome. Particularly for somebody like Ate, if she uses one of those major burn cards, like Smoke Bomb, for instance, we could get Smoke Bomb back to use at a later time in the scenario. So use it early and late. I don't think I want to take Dangerous Contraption either, but I haven't been summoning at all, and I feel like I'd like to show that off a little bit for anyone that hasn't seen a summon yet. I'd be kind of surprised at this point, but at the same time, it would be nice to show it off. So I might do that. And in that case, I might take like Proximity Mine and drop Proximity Mine. Even though I had Flamethrower first. Although Crankbow would be just as good, right? But I feel like Crankbow would be great to drop Proximity Mine, because in this case you have to wait until somebody steps on it. In this case, you know, you just shoot. And you're making an attack, so it could be more than that. Rather than just straight up 6 damage. Oof. But Dangerous Contraption. I'm going to take Dangerous Contraption. Let's take it. It gives us another move 4 card. So we'll want to drop probably Proximity Mine. But we could drop... I don't really like dropping Ink Bomb. I'm thinking of bringing... How do I bring Flamethrower back in? That's kind of my thought at this point. How do I bring it back in? You know what I do? Okay, let's drop Enhancement Field. I like this, but I don't get to use... It's kind of his only, like, attack card. This one has poison in it. This one can attack 2. You know, this one stuns. So this one's basically just straight up attack 3. Let's get rid of that one. And this way, let's bring Flamethrower back in. This way, all of his attacks come with something. Wound and AoE. Hook gun is a pull. AoE. AoE, immobilizing. Stun. Poison. 2. So I think that's good. We'll drop Enhancement Field. And Proximity Mine for Flamethrower and Dangerous Contraption. We'll use this. I'll move once with this card, and then I'll show you the Battle Bot. Pretty cool little guy. And we'll still have a move 4 here if I don't need the stun, and Ink Bomb will be another move 4. So making him a bit more mobile, and that way I don't need to buy the boots for him. I think he'll be better without with those cards now. So. Thinking continue with consistency now. Let's go with removing consistency. Or go with consistency, removing 2 -1 cards. Just to make his attack a little bit better. We got really unlucky pulling the null, the -2, both of the, or at least 2, or maybe it was all 3 of those in a row. Like, we pulled all of these at the beginning of that last scenario, so maybe that'll help. Okay. Ate. Level 6. We are now level 3. gets pretty dicey now. Level 4, I feel like the level 3 to 4 is a killer jump. 1 to 2 is not too bad. 2 to 3 is like, it's okay. Things are a bit more difficult, but it's manageable. It's when you flip the card over. You know what I'm talking about. The monster card, the monster stat card. When you flip that over to 4, I feel like that's when things start getting pretty nasty. All right, crippling poison. Add +2 to all your attacks targeting enemies with poison. This is an infinite. What's the word I'm looking for? It's an ability that stays with her for the whole scenario. A 30 initiative is not terrible because I've been getting myself into trouble with having too many. It's just early and late cards. So I brought Swiftbow in as kind of a way to. I don't want to be going too early or too late. So that's kind of why that was the reason I brought Swiftbow in. On top of course, having that one range attack or being able to move and loot. But I might keep it a little bit longer. Let's think about that. The bottom action here being attack 2, poison and immobilize. And this one is really good if, let's say you're going late, you attack the enemy that's adjacent to you, and now they're going to be poison immobilized for the next turn. So in the next round, you go really early and run away from it. But the problem with that, of course, is you'd have to be standing next to your target at some point. So it can be tricky because you don't want the scoundrel to be taking many hits. Or you can pair it with something like Quick Hands, or I think Duelist Advance has a move and attack on the top ability. So you can do this, move away and attack somebody else too. That's kind of a good one, but I think I don't take that one because I take this one. Burning Oil. Attack 4 at range 3, wounding them. Also bringing in fire. That's pretty cool, but we don't have anybody using fire. It is a free ability. This is where it's at though. Loot 2, and it doesn't burn. Even though it's called Burning Oil, this card does not burn. So I'm going to be taking Burning Oil, I think. We could also take Call the Weak. Gruesome Advantage, I don't think so. Duelist Advance is the one I was talking about before, to pair with Crippling Poison. So you could also, move 3, attack for 3, and then attack for 2, poison, immobilize. And then you can go really early in the next round to run away from it. Open wound. No. Burning Oil. Yes. And I have no idea which one I'm going to be dropping for that. I think I'm going to drop these to bring what I had in before. And I'll make my choice off of that. Actually, that might be what I do. But now I'm in that position again. So I have a 3, a 6, and a 4, and a 12. And then I have really late cards too. So I might actually... I might drop a card. Maybe I'll do this. Backstab and Venom Shiv. So that I can have that move 5 instead of the move 6. And it gets me somewhere in the middle. Electrona has a lot of 50s, so she can move potentially. And then I can move after with 60. Like move 5 and still have a flanking strike after Electrona has gone. Something like that. So I think I'll do that one. I think I'll do it that way. I'll think about it though. Resilient. I'm not going to do it though. 2 perks. We get to spend 2. So I might take resilient anyway, but I'm thinking obscure and technique. Stab could be good for some pierce, but it's just not reliable. Envenom actually could be okay. I might go for Envenom to add in a couple rolling poisons too. Ooh, now I want everything. Maybe I just take Envenom and Venom. That would add a ton of poisons, because in that case, you know, we could be doing something like Flurry of Blades and potentially poisoning up to those 3 enemies. We have to be pretty lucky to draw 1 and something else, but it's a possibility. Let's take one of them, Envenom. And then Obscure. Let's go for Obscure. There. So 3 rolling modifiers thrown into our deck. I think what I'm going to do is look through the enhancements, figure out if I'm going to spend it, and then I'll spend money at the merchant. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm back. And I've spent a lot of money and done some things and trying some other things out. We'll see how it works. I had an idea and I decided to go about it a different way, so we'll get there when you see it. First, Electrana. I'm going to give her the long spear. I don't think I've done this before. I think I gave her a shield and a sword. This is one of those things I'm going to be testing out. The long spear makes it so that you attack the enemy directly behind your target. In that kind of a fashion. You can see it there. You hit those 2 hexes. Bam. Okay. That's going to be perfect for her. Well, first of all, Holy Strike. You'll be able to stun 2. Hammer Blow. Attack 5 with advantage on 2 enemies. I think that's going to be great. Defensive stance, same thing. If I ever get to use Daybreak, you can muddle both of them. And this also would work too. 2 enemies, attack 4. So I think that's going to work pretty well for her, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Hammer Blow and defensive stance using the long spear. Now, it is something that we can get back after a long rest, so we'll be able to do this more than once, which is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. And I didn't even think about the stun, but Holy Strikes, stunning 2 enemies is going to be pretty cool. Hephaestus. Hephaestus did a couple things here. I don't think I ended up going for... No. Okay. My thought was putting a +1 on this heal, reinvigorating elixir, but I ended up skipping out on that because I spent it all at the merchant for him. So far, I didn't spend anything with the Enchantress with Hail, but this was my idea, Cloak of Pockets, from the start, and I really wanted to see it through. In the first pocket, Steel Ring. Second pocket, Minor Stamina Potion. So if we get in a situation where maybe Electrana is getting close to dead, or exhausted, dead, Hephaestus can step up with that Steel Ring and take a pretty big hit. Also, having the Stamina Potion with Hephaestus is just going to make him last forever. So I think that's going to work out pretty well. Ate, however, I didn't spend anything here, and I have a really good idea for her, and I'm just not going to do it because that idea is kind of coming up anyway. So I'm not going to do the idea. We're just gonna see it later. That's it. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's gonna be really fun when it happens. Let's just see it when it does happen, though. Instead, what I did, Ate's just kind of rolling in the money. So I ended up getting rid of those Drake scaled boots, I think. And that gave her 25 more gold. And I kind of stared at her money and situation for a bit too long. And I decided to go with an enhancement instead of that idea. So we'll be seeing that later. I didn't know which enhancement to go for, and I didn't know which card to put it on, because Venom Shiv might be the next card I kick out. Flintlock, Hidden Daggers, Flurry, these are all leveled cards, so I want to keep them. Flanking Strike and Venom Shiv, I don't know which one I'm going to keep or drop next, but it's going to be one of those two cards, almost guarantee. Single Out already has the all of the enhancements it could possibly have. So I went with Smoking Bomb, or Smoke Bomb. And I've done something like this before, where I put a poison. Let's pull this up here. Get it bigger. There we go. Front and center. I put poison here in the past, and it was really great. And I didn't take Visage of the Inevitable, I think. I must have taken another card. But it was really great for a single out flanking strike kind of a thing, where you pull them in. Because you're targeting them, you're allowed to throw on a negative effect, and I put poison on it. So pull them in, they're now poisoned, and now you make that flanking strike or single out attack. But because I have Visage of the Inevitable, I thought, what could I do differently instead of poison? I pull them in, I poison them, and then they die. There's really no point to poisoning them. But let's pull it up with this. Curse ended up being a pretty interesting idea, because Wound, nope, they're already dead. Muddle, Immobilize, Disarm, Poison isn't here because that also poisons actually. Curse actually is a lasting effect. It's not just the target. It goes into the rolling, or yeah, it goes into the modifier deck for the monsters, for all of the monsters. Now, I pull them in. My target, which is likely going to be, immediately it's going to be a normal enemy if I can reach him. I curse them. Now the monster modifier deck has a curse. It's not many, it's just one, and we have no other way of cursing the deck at this time. But for now, one is gonna be good, I think. It's a good start anyway. And then I use Visage of the Inevitable, and they're dead. So the curse is in there, and we have a dead monster. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see this unfold, and I'm really excited to test it out. So it kind of plays into Smoke Bomb. You use the Smoke Bomb, they get pulled in and cursed. Now they're dead. So unfortunately, I don't know how that plays into cursing the whole monster modifier deck, but that's an abstraction we don't need to discuss. So anyway, I think this is going to work out, and it's going to be pretty cool. Let me know in the comments section, if you've made it this far, please let me know. If you have put anything on this pull ability, just let me know in the comments section what you put there. And let me know how that went for you. I've put poison on it before, and it went really well. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think this is going to be equally as fun when paired with Visage of the Inevitable. So, something to play around and think with. So, anyway, I am going to end it at this point. We have some money left over, and when we level up with Electrana, you know, we can probably, or I guess when we get some more gold, we can just start looking at her cards. Same with Hephaestus. I saw this as being more useful immediately than just giving him a card, an enhanced card, but I'll probably end up getting a +1 onto this. I thought of doing like a bless on it, and while that's like cool and all, it costs 50 gold, and I just don't see that as being a thing that we need to do with Hephaestus. Electrana already blesses, so we don't really need to have any more blessings. Although putting like a bless on this card, while expensive, 175 gold. Whoops, no, not that. On Daybreak. While putting a bless on this, I see as more effective because now they're getting 2 blessings immediately instead of healing and then gaining that bless. Now, don't get me wrong. Putting a bless on these is pretty strong. I just already see that we get it with Electrana, so I'm just going to skip it for this time. Strengthen, bless. These are super cheap. I think way too cheap, but they're both pretty viable options for any time you heal and you have that dot right there. Then you can throw one of those stickers on it, and not only are you healing, but you're strengthening and or blessing. And on top of that, you know, you don't even need to be healing. You can just use it as a strength or a bless. So anyway, I could talk 4 hours about this, and I'm gonna stop. So next time we'll start the episode with a city encounter, and I might do that from now on. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you can let me know by leaving a like or a comment. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.